Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you another Magic the Gathering booster box opening. As you can see, today is release night, so I have my Born of the Gods booster box. We've got Xenagos, the God version, up there hanging out, so that's cool. And Kitty wants in the room. Hi Kitty. Oh, sorry. Okay, Kitty's here. Come here, Kitty. So, anyhow, we'll show you Kitty. Say hi, Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Okay, so we're going to open this up, as per usual for booster boxes with 36 packs. I'll be doing 8 packs per week until we get to all of them. So we'll do 8 tonight and then 8 the following weeks. And then I have some leftover pre-release packs to put up after that. So we'll be good for pack opening videos for a while. But let's count out these 8 packs here. I'll try not to drop the camera too often, as I tend to do. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so there we go. There's 8 packs. Before we get to this, let me quickly talk about what cards we're going to be looking for. My number 1 most wanted card out of this set is going to be Kiora the Crashing Wave. That's the only Planeswalker in this set, and that's the only reason I want it, because Planeswalkers are awesome. She's pretty good. It remains to be seen just how good, but I just want her because Planeswalker. Second would be Brima's King of Oreskos, just because he's worth the most money. He's worth like 35 bucks, I think. So that's cool. And at third, I don't really like. I guess it's probably this guy, Xenagos, the God version. He's really good. He seems really good, and I would also be happy with this guy right here on the pack, Mogis, God of Slaughter. Those are 2 of the other gods in this set. They'd be pretty cool to open. So hopefully we'll get some good cards out of this set. And I'll pause to talk about cards that I think are interesting or good in one format or another, as I usually do. So let's go ahead and get started with the first pack. So we have this thing. Focus would be good too. There we go. War Chanter of Mogis. He's revoke his existence, which is awesome, and the flavor text on this card is really good too. There will come a time when the gods will look at mortals and shudder. Very cool, especially since this card can destroy gods. So that's neat. Whatever. Charging Badger is fun just because it's a 1/1 with trample. So that's fun. It's not good, but it's silly. Floodtide Serpent. Fellhide Brawler. I just had a bunch of this guy in my draft deck. We drafted triple Born of the Gods, which is really weird. That's not how you're supposed to do it, but the shop owner figured we'd rather open a bunch of Born of the Gods since it's release night rather than just 1 and 2 Theros, which everyone was fine with, but I tried to play a blue-black deck and it did not come together, but I had a bunch of that guy, and it made me sad, because he's not that great. Nyxborn Shieldmate, Asphyxiate, it's a pretty good common spell. So is Fall of the Hammer. Those are both very good in draft. You can pick them highly. Cyclops of One-Eyed Pass. He's a 5/2. That's not great. Here we come to the uncommons. Our Crowan Conscriptor is insane in limited. Basically, whenever you target him with a spell, you get to steal one of their guys for the turn, and that's very, very good. This is a very good card in draft and sealed. Vanguard of Brimaz is another great card in limited. It's a 2/2 vigilance, and every time you target it, you can make a cat. So again, very good. Some nice artwork on this card too. Again, I apologize for the lighting. I'm doing this late at night. I just got home. It's late, but I can't wait to open my packs. So we're just digging into them, and that means that the lighting's going to be a little off. You'll have to forgive me for that. And we got Sunbond, probably the worst card in the set. Which is a shame, because the art is phenomenal. I actually have a... Let's see if I can get it to zoom in even more here. I actually have a full-size version of this on my computer. You can't see it really great here, but the art on this card is just phenomenal. Unfortunately, the card itself is not very good. It's an enchant creature, and has, whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on that creature. So, I mean, this could be fun in, I guess, like casual, or, you know, maybe someone could get it to work in a commander deck with, like, Oloro, where you're gaining life all the time, but I just don't think it's very good. There's better life gain cards, too. So, anyhow, that's going to bring us to the rare, so let's go slow and see what we get here. I saw this green here, and I thought maybe I got a Kiora, but I did not. I did get a good card, though, Scryland, Temple of Plenty. It's just a land that provides green or white mana, and you get to scry whenever you put it into play, and it's worth $5, so that's why we like it. Then we got a forest, and a wolf. That's neat. Next pack. We'll probably go through these a little faster as we get to know the cards better, but I want to go slow on the first packs. Number one, so I can explain it, and number two, just so I can enjoy opening the box. I paid $100 for it, so I want to take my time. So I have Chorus of the Tides. This is a really good card in Limited. It's a 3/2 flyer for 4 mana. The heroic doesn't really matter that much. It's just evasion and power, so it's very good in Limited. Mortals Adore, nothing to say about that. Fearsome Tempers, not great. Servant of Tiamat, this card's actually better than it looks. I mean, a 1/3 body for 3 is not great, but it regenerates, and the Inspired, whenever you untap with it, you get to drain your opponent for 1. So, I actually like this card, probably more than a lot of people. But it's not great, it's decent though, I like it. Satyr Wayfinder, Faragax Giant. This is one of the first cards that was ever spoiled on the set, so that's cool. He's not bad either. 5 mana for either a 3/3 who deals 5 damage when he comes into play, or 5 mana for 5/5. That's how Tribute works, so he's decent. Karametra's Favor is fine. Oresco's Sun Guide. This is a card I like a lot, but I know a lot of people are down on. I think it's good. I mean, alright, so it's a 2/2 for 2, which is pretty respectable in Limited, and then it also, every time it untaps, you get to gain 2 life. So I think it's pretty good. That's just me, though. I know a lot of people don't really like it. This card's very good, though. Stratus Walk. It just gives your guy flying, and you draw a card when it comes into play. So, just solid little enchantment. So here we are on the uncommons. We have Archetype of Courage, who's pretty good. 3 mana for a 2/2, and he gives all your guys first strike. And your opponent creatures can't have first strike. So, just good. Good quality creature. Then we have Siren Song Lyre, which is okay. I don't have a whole lot to say about it, so I'm just going to skip by it. Archetype of Finality, pretty cool. It gives all your guys Death Touch. You know, that's neat. It's expensive, and it doesn't have a great body, but it's neat. It's pretty cool, and the picture's really cool. So here we come with the rare, second rare of the box. Let's see what we got. Oh, hello. Hello, card that I wanted the most of all the cards. So that's a Planeswalker. That's Kiora the Crashing Wave, and I'm happy with the box. It doesn't matter what else we get. Pull Kiora in the second pack. This always happens. I always get all my mythics in like the first set of videos, and then I just open garbage for the rest of the box. So I'm assuming I'm going to be real happy the rest of this video, and then just pissy for the following weeks, because I like to complain a lot. But let's get a sleeve. Let's get a sleeve. Here we go. Bam. Sleeve her up. Oh, looks like I got a foil too. And the foil is a Kragma Butcher, which is funny. This is one of the cards that I had in my sealed deck, and I ended up winning that sealed pool, so it's fine, but, and that's garbage. Alright, so that's awesome. If you don't know what Kiora does, I guess I should explain her real quick. So, 4 mana for a 2 loyalty Planeswalker. That kind of sucks. But you can +1, and basically you can prevent One thing your opponent controls from dealing damage to you, you can -1, and you get to draw a card and play an extra land. And then if you -5, you just get to put a 9/9 Kraken into play every turn. Every one of your turns. So that's good. But like I said, I just wanted it because it's a Planeswalker, and I got it. So awesome. Happy, happy, happy. Alright, good. So this doesn't really matter what else we open now, as far as I'm concerned. Next pack, we saw him already. Forsaken Drifter, another Robo Existence. I think that's been in every pack so far. This is a small set, so we'll see a lot more repeats than we did with the Theros box. Nyxborn Wolf is pretty good. I don't really feel like talking about it since this video has already gone long. Evanescent Intellect is not very good. Kragma Butcher, I actually like him fine. Loyal Pegasus is fine. Elite Skirmisher is fine. A lot of these cards are just fine. I don't need to talk about all of them. Asphyxiate. So here we come with the uncommons. Pillar of War. It's whatever. 3 mana for a 3/3, but it has Defender, so you have to enchant it with something before it can attack. Yeah. Archetype of Imagination is pretty cool. So you'll see right here, he's very expensive. 6 mana for a 3/2 flyer, but the text box is super good. Creatures you control have flying. Creatures your opponent control can't have flying. So it gives your entire team flying. That's very good. This is a very good card. In limited. It won't ever be in constructed. We got Flitterstep Eidolon. He seems okay. And here comes our rare for the pack. What will it be? White. Hero of Aurorus. This guy is actually, well, he's insano in limited, but he might be good enough to make heroic thing in constructed. So right off the bat, we see that he's 2 mana for a 2/2 body, which is already good. And then the first line of text, aura spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That's nice. This also works on Bestow. So if you're paying the Bestow cost on your enchantment guys, you get to cast it for less. And then he also has heroic. Whenever you target him, he gets a +1/+1 counter. So this is just an all-around solid card, and it's very good. In limited, maybe in constructed. Oh, I gotta make a pile for my rares. I haven't been doing that. And then we got a swamp and a trash card. I must have buried my first rare in here somewhere. Oh no, it was a Scryland. It's up there. Alright, next pack. Wow, we're already at 13 minutes. The boxes are always a little longer because I like to talk about the cards in them. But I'll try and go a little faster. Nyxborn Wolf. It is an awesome picture, if you can see there. Just really cool. Let me focus. If I can get that glare off the screen. There we go. That's cool. I like how the enchantment creatures have the stars in them. Epiphany Storms, not great. Another one of the zombies. Great Heart. It's bad, but man, that art, so good. Aspect of Hydra. Another great card art here. Just really phenomenal. It's one of the reasons I love Magic. The art is so good. Divination. This art is amazing. It's a little, I don't know if you can quite make it out here, but you can actually see, like, this is, you know, kind of an open temple, and then looking up into the stars, and this looks like Mogus up there, attacking the Polis, which is actually part of the story for this set. Mogus, the god of Minotaurs, sends a Minotaur horde to attack one of the major human cities, and so that's what's depicting right now. It's just beautiful art. I bet this card looks amazing in a foil version. Crowan Skyguard's really good and limited. Pick him. Here come the uncommons. Fear's Enlightenment. It's fine. It's got a lot of text. Basically, if you're playing blue-white and limited, you want this card. It will do good things. Blue-white Heroic wants this card a lot. It's very good in that deck, and that deck only. Ferris Band Centaurs. He's actually pretty good. I think he's very good. He makes more Centaurs when he untaps, and he's a 5/5, so he shouldn't have too many problems attacking. Ooh, Fanatic of Xenagos. This is a good card. This is actually a card that could see constructed play. So up here we have 3 mana for 3/3, so that's already pretty good. And he has Trample, so that's nice. And he has Tribute 1. So when he comes into play, your opponent gets a choice. That's what Tribute means. And the choice that this guy has is he either, when Fanatic of Xenagos enters the battlefield, if Tribute wasn't paid, it gets +1/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. So what that means is they have an option to pay Tribute, and it's Tribute 1. So if they do pay Tribute, he just comes in, he's a 4/4 Trampler. If they don't pay Tribute, he comes in, and the turn he comes in, he's still a 4/4 Trampler, and he gains haste, but then after that turn, he just goes back to being a 3/3. So, he's just really good. He's gonna hurt somebody no matter what they pick. Then our rare, I forgot to do the slow reveal, but that's okay. Fellhide Spirit Binder, this is a cool card, but probably not a good card. So he has Inspired. Inspired just means that it gets to do something when you untap it. And in this case, whenever you untap him, you can pay 1 in a red, and if you do, you get to clone one of your other creatures for the turn, and then it dies at the end of turn, but you get to clone a creature for the turn, so that's really good and cool and neat. He's a fun card. He's good in limited, but probably not in constructed. We got a really sweet looking forest and another garbage card. Not too many tokens so far. Next pack. Alright, so we have focus again. Exarchate, it's pretty good. You get to exile a tapped creature. Seems good to me. It's a little expensive, but that's okay. Rise to the challenge. Nyxborn Triton, I won't say a whole lot about this guy, except that if you're playing in draft, he's really good, and you should pick him. You'll be happy you did. Another one of that guy, we've got a bunch of him. That guy again. We have had a Revoke Existence in every pack, I believe. Cyclops dude. Necrobite, which has some weird art. This guy's hand is a snake now. So that's happening. Sudden Storm, that's pretty good in draft. Kragma Butcher, my old buddy from Sealed. Reap What Is Sown, this is a great green-white heroic enabler because it targets 3 creatures and it makes them bigger. So it's good and limited. Noble Query, this is a card that's probably worth talking about real quick. So we have 3 mana for a 1/1, which is terrible. And you can bestow it for 6. If you're not familiar with what bestow does, it means that instead of paying this mana cost, you can pay this mana cost. And this thing comes in as an enchantment aura instead of a creature. And then when whatever it's enchanting dies, it becomes the creature, that it normally is. So basically it has 2 lives, which is really good. And the thing about this guy is that all creatures able to block Noble Query or enchanted creature have to. So this guy has to be blocked. So even though he's a 1/1, you can just attack with him and anything else, and your opponent's guys have to block him, so it lets you just punch through a ton of damage. And also you can bestow him with all kinds of nasty things and ruin your opponent's day. So he's pretty cool. Searing Blood, this is a really good card, and it's actually worth a little bit of money right now. So that's cool. And our rare, let's see what it's going to be. Oh, it's a red enchantment creature. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what that is. Oh, Satyr Fire Dancer. So this guy is pretty cool. We'll read his, he's 2 mana for a 1/1, which is meh. But whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control deals damage to an opponent, Satyr Fire Dancer deals that much damage to target creature that player controls. So it basically turns your burn spells. It lets you attack your opponent with your burn spell and hit their creatures, which is one of the big problems with burn decks. They can't do both, but with this guy you can. So I think he's going to be pretty good, and that there's a deck that's going to play him in Constructed. Another Swamp, the best land of all the lands, and a Sweet Bird token. That's nice. 3 packs to go for this part of the box. I'm going to be way over time. Mortal's Ador, Fearsome Temper. I don't need to say these names. We've seen these guys before. All of these guys. Okay. This is a new one. It's basically a bad version of Unsummon, but it's fine. It does good work in Limited. We saw that. Yeah. By the way, I didn't draw attention to the art on this card the first time, but holy cow, is it good. Just look at that detail. Amazing. I love the color of the cat guys in Theros. The blues and the reds. Just really, really good looking. Here's a new uncommon. This guy's pretty good. He lets you get enchantment creatures back from your graveyard, so that's cool. And he can do it twice. That's nice. And he's decent body on his own, so he's good. Springleaf Drum, another just great piece of art here. And it's a decent card. It lets you add mana and tap, so it can turn on Inspired if that's what you want to do. Raised by Wolves. This is a really cool card. I'll go over it real quick. So it costs 5 mana, 3 green, and what it does is it enchants a creature, and when Raised by Wolves enters the battlefield, put 2 2/2 green wolf creature tokens onto the battlefield. So it makes 2 guys, and enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each wolf you control. So basically, it gives your side of the board 6 power for 5 mana, which is good. And it's just I mean, come on, it's a really cool card. This kitty cat guy, he was raised by wolves. It's also kind of a take on Romulus and Remus from the Roman story, even though this is supposed to be a Greek set. But we'll forgive them because it's a cool design, cool card, just a neat thing. And it's pretty good in Limited. And our rare is going to be another red card. What could it be? Regular red. Maybe it's that stupid dragon. Could be the Phoenix, though. Oh, it's the dragon. Called that one. Forge Stoker Dragon. He's fine. He's really good in Limited, but not in Constructed. I mean, he flies. He pings people. He's a 5/4 flyer for 6. It's good. We got a Plains. And a sweet Elemental token. Man, look at that guy. That's pretty scary. 2 packs to go. Alright. Fellhide Brawler, nothing to say except, again, just sweet, sweet art. All day. We haven't talked about these guys, but I don't care, so we're not going to. Eye Gouge, I'm pretty sure I talk about in one of my later videos, which I've recorded before this, but you'll see it after, so I'll skip that one for now. Another Sweet Divination. Nyxborn Rollicker, whatever, he's new, but we don't care about him. I'm trying to get it, see, there we go. You can see the names if you want to. Ferris Band Tromper, he's new. I'll just mention real quick that I think he's pretty good. 4 mana for 3/3 power. Okay, I'm running out of storage, so I gotta hurry. This is slow. Archetype of Courage we saw. Drown in Sorrow is really good, and the art is amazing, so appreciate that for a second. Our rare for the pack is going to be Cornucopia of Garbage. 3rd one I've opened. Wonderful. Not even going to talk about it. And a trash card. Alright, last pack. We're going to go quick because I'm running out of storage space. So let's get this pack done. There's a heart. Way to Underworld. Great art. This guy. Great art. And a good flavor text. Extricate again. Nullify. Another piece of great art. This guy has great flavor text. Maybe we'll read it later. This is a terrible card. Probably the worst card in the set. Necrobite. Strike Harpy is bad in Limited. It's bad in everything. Had that guy. He was good before. This card is really good. You should pick it highly. And our last rare is going to be Blue Enchantment Creature. I have no clue what this is going to be. Maybe that Sphinx thing? Oh, Perplexing Chimera. I have one of this. This is a fun card, but it's not worth anything, and it's not a card you ever want more than one of, so that's a little disappointing. But